Welcome back. Well, today we have Stephanie Yoon and Kiwi. And Kiwi is our cute little puppy here who is about 7 years old. And we have a success story with Kiwi. But first, let's get to know you a little bit. So Stephanie, tell me a little bit about yourself and how you came to Healing Hearts.
Sure. I'm the hospital manager of Healing Hearts. Dr. Bershauer and I worked together at a previous practice and really just felt that we had similar goals as far as vet med and how we wanted the community to be taken care of with emergency, because there's a stigma with emergency a little bit where emergency is just there to put a Band-Aid on it. We don't really take care of the client or the patient. And we want to get away from that. We really want to find out why an animal is sick and then work with the community and work with your general practice to make them better. Right. So that's kind of the goal behind Healing Hearts. We're very committed to, patient care as well as the client care. We want to communicate and let them know what's going on every step of the way. Even though your pet may be in the back of the hospital, you don't want to be far away. Yeah. And so we definitely want to make sure that everybody is kept in the loop, and that the best care is being provided.
And I remember talking to the doctor that was one of the key things is that, many people are frightened when they have to bring their animal to the hospital, right, in an emergency situation.
Absolutely.
Number one, they're thinking about, is my dog or cat or animal going to die? And number two is the cost, right? Because there's a very high cost with some of these emergency procedures. But I do remember talking to the doctor as he was always very worried about the individuals, and he doesn't want them to worry about what it's going to cost.
Right, right. And we do have, setups for our managers to be able to discuss financing at length with our clients. Right. We do offer military discount as well as senior discount. Being so close to the village, that's really been a, help for most people. But we also, in extenuating circumstances, will do payment plans if necessary. We offer Care Credit, which is a financing company. So there are resources out there that a lot of hospitals don't discuss at the time with the client because there's that concern of, we're nickel and diming, and it's not that. Every service has a cost, but that's not what we want our community to remember.
Exactly. So let's talk about some of the procedures and things that you guys have available to people.
Sure. So we do most surgeries of all different levels. The only thing ER does not usually touch on is orthopedic surgery, but we do have a surgeon that comes into our hospital and does surgery during the day. So that is an option. We do endoscopy, foreign body removal. We have beautiful ultrasound to get very nice imaging for cardiology, for internal medicine kind of situations. We do all in-house laboratories as well as some diagnostics that go out to our labs. And we have a fairly quick turnaround with ER. Usually it's a little shorter than general practice when we send out laboratories. So we try to get that 360 care in a very short amount of time.
Now, if somebody has an animal that they need to, get in right away, how does that work? Are you 24/7?
We're not 24/7 right now. Monday through Thursday, we are closed between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. We're open when your regular vet is closed. So we're open at nights, weekends, all major holidays, day before and day after the major holidays. And that's just so that we don't step on toes for your general practice. But we do get a lot of the overflow. So if your practice couldn't get you in today, we'll see you at 6 p.m. No problem.
So they could, their original veterinarian could refer to you, right?
Absolutely. And if there is that situation, if you're calling at 10 o'clock in the morning and they can't get you in, have them email. They can email us your records, and that's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of energy as well. Our email address is pretty much everywhere, but it's reception@hheah.com. So you can definitely go ahead and have those emailed in. And even if we haven't seen you, we'll hold on to the records for up to a year.
And is that information on your website as well?
It is.
Okay, perfect.
Absolutely.
We'll share that. So let's talk about Kiwi here. Now, Kiwi is a rescue.
She is.
And so how did she come about?
Well, my husband and I were looking for a dog. He had just come back from deployment, and we thought a companion animal for him to work with would be great.
Okay.
So we were looking, and she was this little waif of a thing on one of the websites, and you know, she had a very, very guarded story. She had already bitten 3 people. They were looking to euthanize her. We were really concerned about that. And being a technician, I said, no, she's just misunderstood. At 5 months old, you can't label a dog like that.
Well, you have to train, right?
Exactly. So I begged and pleaded, and we had extra insurance. I had to basically prison-proof my house for her. And I had, you know, the city come every month for almost a year to make sure that her training was moving in the right direction, that she hadn't bitten anyone, and everything. And now she is one of the best technician dogs I've ever seen in my life. She will sit like this and donate blood. We can actually pull blood to give to another patient if necessary. No drugs needed, which is pretty shocking for most dogs.
I'll say.
And even the doctor's dogs are not keen on that one.
Well, you know, talk about training. Like, I know some people are a little nervous about going to get a shelter dog or a rescue. So when it comes to training, what is the most important thing when you're looking at a dog to adopt? What is the most important thing?
Repetition, and, you know, do they see you as a fear or an aggressive? If they are backing away from you right off the bat, probably not going to be able to get through to them. I ignored her the first 20 minutes that we were in the foster's house, and she came up to my husband and laid across his lap and turned up on her back, which was completely odd for her personality at that time. So, you know, it's a chemistry that you have to feel with the animal, and if they're aggressively barking and attacking your feet, that's not the one you want to take home.
Right, right. Now, is she considered a support dog?
She's not.
Okay.
But she could be. She was in training for it, but never finished the training because she had some medical issues that took her out of training at that time.
Oh, okay. But nonetheless, she's a great family dog.
Absolutely. And she's very protective, but it's all about the approach and the vibe you give off. So if you come at me, running at me, she's going to protect, and she will aggressively get in front of me. But other than that, she's never shown an evil bone in her body to me.
She is adorable, and she's a mix of all different kinds of doggies, right?
Who's a pretty girl. Yes. So she is what they say is a German Shepherd boxer.
Okay.
I don't believe it. I think she's a Chihuahua boxer.
A very oversized Chihuahua.
A Chihuahua boxer mix is what I think she is, because she's got the
Yeah.
personalities of both.
Yeah, I don't see the German Shepherd in her at all, but you never know. I guess you could do a DNA test if you really wanted to know.
Yeah, you could, but no, for her, I'm happy with what she is. So.
Well, she's darling, and thank you so much for bringing her in and sharing your story, and thanks for being so close to all of our residents, because you just never know when you have to have an emergency.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
If you want more information about anything that we have discussed and you want to go to their website, there it is right there, and also there is the email for you, and that is reception@hheah.com, and we'll be right back.